Hi there students. This video is about collocations with the word quite. So remember, a collocation is a pair of words that go together very commonly. Now you also need to remember that quite has two different meanings. It can mean fairly, more or less, or it can mean completely. So let's try some of the collocations. This is quite easy. It's more or less easy. It's not very, very difficult, but it's not very, very easy. It's quite easy. And the opposite, this is quite hard. The exam was really quite hard. It was fairly hard. This shop is quite expensive, fairly expensive. And this bag is quite heavy, more or less heavy. Now let's try some verys. This is quite impossible. The last question in the exam was quite impossible. It was completely impossible. What you have told me is quite incredible, is completely incredible. So, we very often say, I had quite forgotten, means I had completely forgotten. I had quite forgotten that you were coming. We could say quite so to mean completely correct. Quite so. It's just an answer to somebody that says you agree completely with them. So A says it's very hot today, and B says quite so. Quite a lot. A fairly large amount. This is quite a lot of money. This happens quite often, fairly often. Not always, but with a good frequency. Quite a large amount. Okay, a fairly large amount. I quite agree. I agree with you completely. So when somebody says something that you agree with, you could say quite so, or I quite agree. That's quite enough. That's more than enough. That's enough and more. That's quite enough. So that's quite enough noise. Now please